Where the fuck
like,
this thing is? Hold on.
Like, if you play Final Fantasy alone, it's just like an RPG, and you're not comparing it to like other Final Fantasies. It's super fun. I thought it was good. I liked it a lot.
Here comes
but if you're sitting there and you're like, oh, this isn't like 10 or 13, or I mean, it isn't like 10 or 7 or 6 or 4. Yeah, you're gonna be disappointed. You're not gonna have a good time because I played 4, 10. I haven't beaten 7, but I played part way through 7. 13.
I've played.
I also haven't beaten, and I've beaten Type 0, and
I've played through Crisis Core, and I've played through 1, and I've played through part of 13. And I started 10 and then stopped it. Because I had to give the disc back.
10 is my favorite. But I haven't played through all of them. I mean, like, I like 7. I just want to. I can't wait for the remaster because I think 7 is my favorite. I think what keeps 7 from being my favorite Final Fantasy of all time is the fact that I got to play it so late. Like, I love the story, but it's kind of frustrating to play because like I'm used to higher graphics than
Haven't heard Jack that angry since I kicked his plastic surgery'd ass to the curb. Come on back, sugar.
Basically, like, I came so late playing it that, like, you know,
Right.
it didn't, like, graphically I couldn't get over, like, obviously how blocky and goofy it looked. But, like, I love the charm in the moments of it, and I like the fight. It's just, Final Fantasy VII is still ranked definitely in my top 5. It's just, I don't think it's my favorite Final Fantasy yet, because I really just haven't sat down and really played it. I didn't get too far. I was still on Disc 1, as I said, when I stopped playing. I was playing it on an emulator, which is illegal and bad, and but you know, I didn't have a PlayStation 1. I'm not gonna buy a PlayStation 1 just so that I can.
I mean, you could have downloaded it onto your PS3.
Yeah, I guess I could have. But
yeah, Nito, we know they're remaking Final Fantasy VII for the PS4.
Oh, we have a viewer.
Yeah, we do.
We do,
Nito
and that, as I've said multiple times before, I will literally throw my wallet.
Oh yeah.
At GameStop the moment, like, it's really funny because the last time I was in GameStop when I picked up Civ Rev because I wanted to replay it, and I had given it to my friend as a gift because he played Civilization way more than I did. But his PC wasn't too good, so I gave him Civ Rev because he had an Xbox 360 just like I did, and I was like, you know, you really like Civ, here's a birthday present for you. I do that a lot, actually. Like, when I rebought some stuff for the PlayStation 3, I gave him the copies of the games that I had. Like, Mass Effect, I was like, here, you can have these. I have go, and he was like, oh, dude, seriously? I was like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because I have the collection. I have the definitive edition.
When I,
Shit, this guy dropped an epic pistol.
Nice. When I, no, I don't really use pistols. So when I went to pick up Civ Rev, I looked through the pre-order list, and I was like, is there any news on Final Fantasy 15? And he's like, no, like, it was supposed to be announced that, like, there was more information coming from E3, but there was just nothing. And I was like, yeah, I heard the release date's in the fall, and he's like, that's what I heard too. He's like, but we don't have any information about that. So, the moment that becomes available for pre-order, I'm buying that, and the moment that Final Fantasy VII gets an official release date, and they say that you can, you can pre-buy this game, I will literally throw my wallet at GameStop and just be like, take everything out of it. I want it all so bad.
I want it all.
We were talking about this yesterday, but I don't think we were streaming. We were playing games.
No, we weren't streaming yesterday.
That will probably be
like
the first time that I go balls in for a collector's edition of a game.
Yeah.
Is Final Fantasy VII. And just how legendary it is. Super.
I'll probably do that for 7 and probably do it for Kingdom Hearts 3, only because I've beaten Kingdom Hearts 2 9 times. Oh no, 10 with the HD remake. And Kingdom Hearts 2 is like Kingdom Hearts 2 to me is what Final Fantasy 7 is to a lot of people. Kingdom Hearts 2 changed the way I looked at games, and Kingdom Hearts 2 is the game that made me who I am today because of it.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is also going to be big for me. And depending on what they offer in the collector's bundle, I might also buy a collector's bundle. That's but Final Fantasy 7 is going to be great, and I can't wait for the remaster for it.
We're looking for the thingy thing.
But yeah, no, his stuff was very good, and I liked his interviews with other people because you just kind of saw like. The only one who was like measured like the entire way through was Jesse Cox. Matt Pat offered some interesting things. His voice still bothers the. I can't stand his voice. I just can't do it. I tried.
He actually,
like, I just,
his channel Film Theory did a video about Dragon Ball Z. And they did like the theory behind the science of like high energy, like ki energy, like Kamehamehas. And he was like the reason, like the theory behind why it looks like it is and like why it has the property it has is because it's, in theory, it's plasma energy. It's like they're using the electricity in their body to basically do what a fluorescent lamp does, which is create a shock to the gas around their hands.
This is the only quest we have left. This one.
Yeah.
The main quest is that we're doing. Okay.
Yeah. He's like, they're using the electricity to kickstart the gas in their hand to turn it into a plasma, which is why they can like move it and why it has shape and form and why, you know, some ki blasts push other ki blasts back is because of the density of that plasma. It was actually really interesting. We're gonna do this quest.
Yeah, I just.
Did you know that some people on this planet still believe in silly superstitions, like angels, demons, and ancient alien warriors? We like to call them bandits.
Yes, this is going to work. If I get a few more samples of Jack's voice, I can make a voice modulator for you. You need to get more voice samples from the other info kiosks.
Yeah, I tried. I've tried so many times with him, and it's just his voice just bothers me. But I did like him in that video because he wasn't expressing his theories or opinions as like right. You know, like in the Final Fantasy videos, he was like, you know, this is how it makes me feel, and this is how it made a lot of people feel. And it's like, yeah, okay. But it's like,
fact.
I almost have what I need. Just activate a few more kiosks.
the one that like bothered me and like pushed me over the edge with him was when he was like talking about Majora's Mask and like how the moon, like how the size of the moon like wouldn't have caused a big explosion, like it would have just tied, if anything, no problem. And I was like, that's where I was just like, okay, dude, I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a video game. Like, it's freaking Legend of Zelda. Like, who gives a crap whether or not the moon would actually be the cause of... If you pull something, no matter how... If you pull a moon, and with enough density, regardless of whether it's the tide, the point is the world's gonna end. That's the point of the game. It's not about the moon causing an explosion. Like, shut up. Like, it doesn't matter. And, like, just a lot of his videos I find, personally, that just rub me the wrong way, because, like, he probably doesn't mean to be, because he seems like a nice guy. It's just, like, his voice just bothers me.
Hey kids, did you know what your
agitated.
mommies and daddies gave up so your family could live an opportunity? Literally nothing. Your family is paid to be here. I'm the one who feeds and protects everyone. Remember, all of our parents, but fucking more.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh.
Did you know littering an opportunity is punishable by death? If not, you also ought to know complaining about opportunity flaws is considered verbal littering.
Complaining about opportunities laws is verbal littering. I love Handsome Jack.
I find that
It is humorous. I think he's one of the... I'm not going to say one of the best, but he's definitely one of the better written characters in the past couple of generations of games. Especially for a villain.
he's a great villain. Excellent villain.
Like, I'd put him up there with, like, Andrew Ryan and Sephiroth as, like, antagonists.
I haven't played Bioshock, so I haven't played Bioshock, so I can't say anything about Andrew Ryan. But
he's really good. It's just because, like, they wrote him to just have these ideologies, and like that's his core character. But the way he interacts with you, when you fight him at the end of the game, not fight, but when you confront him at the end of the game, is one of the best moments of Bioshock. But what were you saying about Sephiroth?
Sephiroth is, in my opinion, the greatest villain ever written in video games. Because especially once you play or know anything about Crisis Core.
Yeah, I played through fucking Crisis Core.
Like how because initially he's not a villain.
No, he's not. He's the greatest hero.
He is a hero, and he is the best at what he does. And monsters like Angeal and Genesis, like he's like like that's not happening. Like you guys are freaks, you're unnatural, you're evil. And I'm not gonna stand for that. And the moment he finds out that he's exactly the same, because it's the exact opposite of what he like everything he believed in is just completely turned on its head, and he's just like, oh, like what I thought is wrong,
right?
And he can't deal with that, and he just goes crazy, and is like, well then, I'm just gonna destroy the entire planet. And like it's fantastic.
I think my favorite.
A very comical villain. I mean, he's not, because he does some crazy, seriously messed up things.
Right.
But he's very well written.
My favorite scene of Crisis Core, it's a flashback that I think Angeal or Sephiroth has.
Oh, the fight they have on the training simulator?
The fight they have on the giant, like, yeah, and my favorite shot ever.
It's a training simulator. It's the three of them. Their blades clash, yeah. But
that's my favorite shot ever.
He's fighting both of them at the same time. And he's like, all right, let's see which one's like who's really got it going. And Genesis like tries to push him, and Sephiroth's like, and Sephiroth messes him up.
There's a thing on YouTube. It's called Man at Arms, and they make video game and movie weapons because they're like blacksmiths and shit. And the one they've made Sephiroth's katana, they've made Cloud's Buster Sword. But the one blade I constantly request and they haven't made yet is Genesis's sword. I love Genesis's sword.
The rapier looking thing?
Yeah, with like the wing on it and stuff. Alright, let's do this thing.
The original one-winged angel.
Yeah, man.
Which you of all people.
The voice modulator. Great. Now, unfortunately, you will speak in Jack's voice until you reach the security door. I will tell you the password to open it at the appropriate time.
Testing? Testing 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, and now I have the voice of a douchebag. Great.
She said testing. She said testing. Testing 1, 2.
Angel.
And now I have the voice
Seriously thought you could hide from me, Angel? Is that what you thought? Say goodbye to your friend, Angel. Say it.
See you soon.
You found a way past the final door to Angel's control core, huh? Well, she's kept up her part of the bargain, surprisingly. Time to return the favor. Come on back and we'll steal ourselves a vault key.
I don't trust the girl.
Angel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you don't trust Angel. Is there anything we have to turn in at this bounty board? Let me check.
This is a message to the Crimson Raider Resistance. Do you see that shining city on the horizon? That's what you're resisting. Beauty, purity, order. You think about that the next time you're sleeping in your own filth.
Do you want to just go to Lynchwood right now and like kill bandits, or you want to go to Sanctuary?
Are there 100 bandits that we can easily kill very quickly? Lynchwood?
Probably.
I guess we could do both. We could kill a couple